So water heater maintenance. I hear everybody say, you should maintain your water heater. What's that exactly mean? How do we service a water heater?
If it's a regular tank style water heater, what you're going to want to do is basically empty the tank out. They call it flushing. So you're going to empty the tank out completely. You're going to turn the water off first, empty the tank out, and then from there you're going to hook a hose up to it, and you're going to turn the water back on, keep the hose outlet open, and you're just going to let that water flush the bottom out, and you're going to try and flush all the sediment and mineral buildup in the bottom of that tank so that it doesn't calcify and become rock hard. That's the step one for any tank style. Any next steps are going to be any type of filters that they have, which typically they have a screen on the side near the bottom for the air intake for the combustion chamber. You just want to clean that off, see if you got any dust on it, dog hair, cat hair, things like that are going to clog those little screens out, and they're going to make it harder for that tank to breathe.
The filters you're talking about, what's it clog up? It clogs up, it stops the flame from happening, or?
Yeah, so what happens is it would clog the makeup air. So eventually, if it starves enough, it would not be able to bring in any or enough makeup air, and it could kill the flame because now it doesn't have enough oxygen. So it could prohibit the tank from working properly if you don't maintain that area properly, especially if you have multiple animals in the home. And there's just a lot of dust and dog hair, cat hair, stuff like that does get stuck to it, and it makes it a problem.
So I'll just get a tankless, and I'll have to maintenance that, right?
Well, you do have to maintenance tankless as well, and those are typically better to maintenance at least once a year, because they have smaller water lines on the inside that create that temperature increase so fast. So they do have a solution. You run through it once a year, and then there's several filters to check, water filter, air filter, things like that, to make sure that stuff's cleaned out once a year so that everything's working properly as well. So either way you go with water heaters, even an electric water heater, versus a gas water heater, you want to maintain all those because you don't want any of that stuff to build up in the bottom. A good recommendation would be at least once a year, and then you want to do that to make sure that everything doesn't build up in there, and you prevent the tank from any premature failures or any buildup, because it could also become very inefficient if you let that stuff build up in the bottom. You want it to last as long as possible. And for a tank style water heater, typically you get a 6-year warranty. Most people would want that to last at least that 6-year warranty, and most tanklesses are usually a 13 or 15-year warranty. And again, most people want to last at least the warranty period, if not longer, because nobody wants to spend their money twice when they don't have to.